All right, let's just jump right into this explainer. Today, we're demystifying that everyday magic of infrared communication. I mean, have you ever actually stopped to think about what happens when you press a button and your TV just turns on? We're going to break down exactly how that invisible handshake works. And best of all, we'll see how we can capture and replicate the whole thing ourselves using a simple Arduino. Think about it. There are literally invisible laser battles happening right in our living rooms every single day. We're constantly firing these invisible beams of light across the room to command our TVs, AC units, and sound systems. It honestly feels like magic, but it is deeply, deeply grounded in science. We use these things so much, they're basically an extension of our hands while we're chilling on the couch, right? But if you trace the journey of that invisible signal, it reveals this absolutely brilliant mix of physics and electronics all working together in a fraction of a second. So, how does a piece of plastic get your TV to change the channel without a single wire connecting them? To answer that, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The invisible light. 2. Beating ambient noise. 3. Inside the receiver. 4. Speaking the protocol language. And 5. The Arduino Universal Remote. Okay, Section 1. The invisible light and the physics of the electromagnetic spectrum. So, engineers specifically chose the 940 nanometer wavelength, and it's for a pretty brilliant reason. You see, visible light, the stuff we can actually see, ranges from about 400 to 700 nanometers. By pushing remotes into the near-infrared range of 850 to 950 nanometers, the signal just completely bypasses human perception. We can't see it at all, but it is highly visible and super efficiently detected by the silicon photodiodes inside our electronics. This gives us a clean communication channel, totally free from the interference of your living room lamps or the sunlight coming through the window. Now, even though your eyes can't perceive this 940 nanometer pulse, there's actually a really fun trick to prove it's there. Seriously, I challenge you to grab a remote right now, point it directly at your smartphone's camera sensor, and just press a button. Look through your phone screen and you'll literally watch the invisible become visible, usually as a flashing purple or white light. Your phone sensor is picking up frequencies that your eyes simply can't. It's super cool. Moving right along to Section 2, beating ambient noise, and why modulation matters. Think about it like this. If a remote just turned a light on and off, it'd be like trying to whisper across a crowded, super noisy stadium. The TV would absolutely never hear it. So, to cut through the continuous glare of sunlight and lamps, the remote uses a technique called modulation. Basically, it turns the signal into a secret rhythmic handshake that vibrates at a very specific frequency, almost always 38,000 times per second, or 38 kilohertz. Since normal ambient noise is just a steady, continuous glow, the TV's receiver can be programmed to ignore everything except this precise 38 kilohertz strobe light. Let's actually track that signal as it leaves your hand. First, your thumb presses a physical button. Instantly, a little encoder chip inside translates that specific button press into a unique digital pattern. Next, that pattern gets modulated, meaning it's chopped up into that 38 kilohertz frequency we were just talking about. And finally, that rapidly pulsing signal flashes out of the IR LED right at the tip of the remote, firing straight across the room. Which brings us to Section 3, inside the receiver and decoding those invisible pulses. This sequence perfectly breaks down what the receiver module is doing. It's essentially a heavy-duty filtration system all packed onto a single little chip. Step 1, a bandpass filter actively rejects and blocks out the unmodulated continuous background light. Step 2, the internal photodiode locks onto our specific 38 kilohertz carrier signal. Step 3, a demodulator steps in to strip away that 38 kilohertz pulse envelope, which uncovers the raw underlying binary data. And finally, Step 4, it hands these clean digital voltage pulses straight over to our microcontroller, which for our purposes is the Arduino. All right, Section 4, speaking the protocol language, where we decode the binary handshake. You know, different manufacturers speak completely different languages. Take Philips, for example. They created the RC5 protocol using 14 bits. It features Manchester encoding, which is this really clever timing trick that makes the signal incredibly robust against noise. It even has a toggle bit just to detect if you're holding a button down repeatedly. But as TVs and devices got smarter, they had to evolve this into the expanded RC6 version. That one pushes anywhere from 16 up to 64 bits, so it can handle the much longer, way more complex commands that modern set-top boxes and media centers need. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, do I seriously need to manually decode these complex 64-bit waveforms line by line? And the beauty of building this with an Arduino is, nope, you don't. The open source libraries out there do all the heavy lifting for you. Literally, by just using the command irreceive.decode and results, the Arduino will listen to the incoming pulses, automatically detect the exact protocol type, whether it's NEC, Sony, Philips, whatever, and just print the clean, translated value right onto your serial monitor. Honestly, it feels like absolute magic. And that leads perfectly into Section 5, the Arduino Universal Remote, and how to actually wield the magic yourself. This opens the door to an incredibly powerful project idea. By wiring up an IR receiver to an Arduino, you can just point any remote at it and teach it to learn its unique protocol and binary commands. Then, hook up an IR LED to that exact same Arduino and program it to transmit those replicated pulses. Just like that, you've built your own centralized, highly programmable smart home system. It can completely replace every single plastic wand cluttering up your coffee cable. You literally become the master of the invisible handshake. We are constantly, day in and day out, surrounded by these invisible signals silently controlling our environments. But now that you actually have the power to read, decode, and clone any of them, ask yourself, what everyday device are you going to hack and automate first?